Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host this year, Nick Kennedy. And before we jump into our interview for the day, we'll take a quick look here at the OHL Players of the Week. So your OHL Player of the Week this week coming out of London, going to Sam Dickinson. 3 games played this weekend, 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points and a +6 on the weekend. Total of 7 goals, 8 assists, and 15 points on the season. Your OHL goaltender of the week going to the Flint Firebirds, Nathan Day, going 2-0 and 1 for the weekend with a .97 goals against average and a .969 save percentage, 1 shootout and 94 saves on the weekend. And your OHL rookie of the week, also coming out of Flint here, going to Cole Zorowaski. And he had 3 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points, and a +5 on the weekend, 4, 5, and 9 points on the season for a +7. And your OHL player of the week, or rather your Owen Sound Attack player of the week, going to number 21, Pierce Bowie. Pierce, of course, down at Team Canada U17s now. And we'll see him back up here in a couple of weeks, going 4, 4, and 8 points on the season so far. Back in studio here, we've got number 5, Gabriel Smith, and number 34, Harry Nansi. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on the show today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Great. Harry, you've had a pretty great start to your season here. Obviously, working really, really hard over the summer. You were posting all these different workout clips, and the Attack we're sharing those as well. Is there something that you specifically were working on this season that you feel like has helped result in some of this offensive production?
Mainly my explosiveness on the ice, my skating ability. So start when I get the puck off the wing.
Yeah.
And try to get fast up the ice.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it seems like that's been working for you. I mean, you've often been described as somebody who can keep the puck on a string. And just kind of watching your puck control even this year has been pretty outstanding. Is that something that you've worked on? And if so, how do you work on something like puck control?
Mainly just stick handling in the garage, you know. I've been stick handling all my life. So it's just, I just got better at it, you know.
Yeah. Just one of those things you put in the time, put in the effort, and okay, fair enough. What are some of those workouts you were using that you feel like kind of aided in your increase in explosiveness?
Mainly box jumps and trap bars. Sets, yeah.
Great. Do you have any tips for the kids watching at home? All those junior Attack players that one day dream of wearing the jersey you're wearing. What's something they could work on kind of this season to help with that?
Well, mainly they're skating and shooting. So being the goalie, 1-on-1, and the defenseman.
Great, awesome. Gabe, I mean, it's been a solid year for you now already. I mean, here on the Attack, you're kind of getting this sort of consistency to your game, and it feels like you're getting consistent ice time in games a lot more now. And how is that really? It seems like it's just kind of elevated your game now to a whole new level. Has kind of the consistent ice time and the consistent games, do you feel like that sort of aids your style of play?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's better playing a lot better this year, and getting a lot more ice time, and just trying to stay consistent, be physical, I can do all the defensive end, and also be a guy that can move pucks and play well.
Great. I know plus minus is one of those things that some players love, some players hate, but on a team like the Attack, where one of the youngest teams in the league, and we're not expected to shine this year necessarily, you found a way as a defenseman to be a positive plus minus right now. I think you're a +2 on the year. What has been clicking around you that has helped you to get to that point?
My D partner, just communicating with whoever I'm with that night, and obviously we got good goalies, just trying to do your job, knowing my D partner will do his, and just that kind of way, communication.
So how do you go about communicating on the ice? Are you kind of shouting out like single words to call out plays, or are you do you guys have like a certain way of stick tapping or a phrase that you say, or are you listening from the bench and then re-communicating that?
Usually it's just, the centerman will call a play, our coach gives us a pretty good playbook, and whatever the centerman calls, we go with, and everyone knows what's going on in the ice, so should be able to execute.
Excellent. Awesome. Harry, wondering for you, I mean, coming into the year and scoring your first goal there in the third game of the season, what was that like for you? What was that feeling like? Was it just kind of like, finally it's here, and then you go on to score a bunch more?
Well, I was like bewildered at first, when I scored, just confused what happened. Got tripped up on the ice, but then got pretty excited after.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. Did you get any messages from the folks or from friends or anything like that afterwards?
Yeah.
Excellent, awesome. What was your? Is there a memory from that's gonna kind of just stick in your mind forever?
Putting the puck in net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Gabe, for yourself, I mean, you got your first OHL point this year as well. In fact, I think assisting Harry here for a goal, getting the primary assist there. Is that one of those things that, like, as a defenseman, goals aren't necessarily what you're supposed to be doing, and so is a primary assist like that a memory that you're going to hold on to, or are you kind of looking for your first OHL goal instead?
I mean, yeah, like, it's a good memory, like, especially assisting, like, one of my good friends. And, yeah, it's a good memory to have.
Excellent. Awesome. Harry, for you, I mean, you doubled your shots even from last season, and you're only a few games in now. I mean, 11 shots on goal last year. Over the course of the season, you've got 22 in the span of like 13 games or something like that. I think, in fact, against Saginaw, 4 shots on net. I mean, something is obviously clicking for you. What is it that seems to be working around you?
My coach Reeves tells me shoot first mentality.
Okay.
So whenever I have the puck, just think of shooting first.
Excellent. Does it help kind of playing with guys that they seem to be able to set you up pretty well and be able to feed you the puck?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Once I get the puck in good position, I can shoot, score from anywhere. Yeah.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the phone number and the email up there on the screen already for today's trivia question. So why don't we go ahead, we'll throw that up on the screen. The winner of the trivia question, of course, you'll have to text or email your answer in, will receive 2 tickets to November 3rd's game against London. Your question is, Harry Nansi scored his first OHL goal this season. Can you name the team that he scored against and what day that was? Again, you will receive 2 tickets to November 3rd's game against London. That's this Sunday at the Bayshore, 2 p.m. game. Don't forget, it's a 2 p.m. game. And of course, bring your skates afterwards. You'll get a chance to skate around with these guys and the rest of the team. It's a 2 p.m. start at the Bayshore. I believe it's also our Special Olympics night. So there might be a few folks there passing buckets around. So come with a little bit of extra change. Don't forget your skates as well. And text in that answer to the number that you see on the bottom of the screen, and you will be there ready for the game. All right, well, both of you guys, I got a couple of questions that you guys can kind of share responsibility on this. What is something that, maybe the fans at home don't realize about your schedule? I mean, you guys are in grade 12, obviously, and working hard at high school. You guys are obviously, looking at the upcoming draft this year for your age group. Both of you guys finding your way onto that central scouting list. How do you guys end up balancing all of it? Like, how do you have time for hockey, for school, for, any kind of friend or relaxing or family? Like, how does that all fit together?
Well, mainly, in the mornings, we have workout and everything, so we're pretty tired going to school. But just gotta stay strong and just keep working hard, because after that we have practice, and then we're just done for the day. So
Yeah.
usually, like, all we do is like sleep in
Okay.
right after. Yeah, it's a bit bum fuzzling at first, but like it's all right.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you guys try to take that nap like right after practice? Is that kind of a general a tip that you would use?
Yeah, like just woke up from a nap like 30
Nice.
minutes ago.
Great,
Yeah.
great, excellent. How about you, Gabe? How do you end up balancing all this as a grade 12 student and a major junior hockey player?
Yeah, like working out in the morning, waking up early, like then going to school can leave you a little kerfuffled at times, but just gotta push through, like work hard, and you'll get through. Like we're in school right before practice, and kind of like work hard in ring school, then prepare for practice.
Yeah.
Get out there. Then after practice, usually I like taking a nap, kind of resting before
Yeah.
like dinner or whatever I gotta do.
Excellent. Is there anything that you guys try to use to just kind of like, what helps you relax? Is there like maybe some movies or some music or anything like that that you find helpful to kind of rest and relax?
I usually just listen to Juice World.
Okay.
Oh yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like listening to Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Kinda,
yeah.
like, calms me down before practice.
Big fan?
Yeah, big fan of Taylor Swift.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, good to know. You guys just had a long road trip, obviously, down to the States there and in Windsor. What are some highlights? Like, what are the benefits? Obviously, like, the games are what they are, but you guys get 5 days to just kind of travel as a squad, as a team. What are some benefits to being together for like 5 days, down in the States like that?
Well, mainly like it's fun being with the boys and like on the bus on the road trip, and like you get to keep your mind off of school. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you kind of just focus on one thing, and it's like winning, and
Yeah.
it's like fun also being with like your guys, your teammates, like
Sure.
your like family, and like I don't know, you're with them all day. Like it's like kind of like you're building a brotherhood.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You're going out and playing for them. So yeah.
Now, I seem to remember one of you guys had a pretty spectacular rookie talent show last year. I think I heard something about. Have you guys had a rookie talent show this year already?
No.
Okay, might be coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Alright. Sounds good. Maybe the next road trip there or something like that. Get
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
good idea. Obviously, for you guys, I mean, it's got to feel like an honor seeing your names there on the NHL Central Scouting, and obviously it's an important list, and there are you guys know this, but there's scouts at the games all the time. How do you guys deal with that increased level of pressure, or is there an increased level of pressure, or do you just kind of operate well at that level?
Well, there's not really pressure because like if you do what you have to do, like there's just nothing that can stop you,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Don't really think of it that way. Like, it's not really like a pressure thing for me. Like, I don't feel pressure in that way. So
Yeah. Great. We talked a little bit to Sam, I think last week or the week before, just about how kind of his approach to the season changes now that he's kind of gone through the NHL draft and he has his answer on whether he's going to be drafted or not. Do you guys have do you approach the season differently, maybe even from last year, knowing that this year for you guys is that draft year?
Well, I mean, yes, because like last year, like didn't get like a lot of ice time and stuff, so like really was like just like
Right.
like don't know how to explain it, but like just like didn't like have the mentality to do something on the ice,
Sure.
like come be a like game changer or something.
Yeah.
But this year, like I have like more ice time. Like I really feel like I can like help the team a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, clearly you have been too, right? Like, it seems like you guys have both been really thriving under, this kind of new season, new way of doing things. Different levels of ice time, and it really seems like it's been adding a lot to both of your guys' game. Obviously, we get to see a little bit more of kind of what you were building on there, Harry, at the end of last season. I think people were seeing flashes of what you're able to do this year as well. And, Gabe, with yourself as well. I mean, we saw those hints kind of at the end of last season where you wanted to be that physical defenseman, and now all of a sudden you've got the time, and it seems like maybe even the permission to kind of be that player, to be the player that you are. So that's exciting for both of you guys. I'm happy for you guys. Why don't we do some fun stuff? So here's what I'm going to have you guys do. Behind you is a whiteboard. Both of you guys can grab your own whiteboard. There's one behind you as well there, Gabe. And we tried this last week. We'll try this one again. So go ahead and write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to do a blind ranking challenge here. So I'm going to give you guys 10 different hockey style things, items, or ways of wearing equipment, and you guys will rank them 1 to 10. The key here is that you don't know what the rest of them are going to be. So I'm just going to say it, and you have to kind of blindly put it in whatever position you think it belongs. So we'll kind of start from the bottom, I think, this week and work our way up. So the first one you guys got to rank here is wearing a turtleneck underneath your gear.
So
Where does that rank on the hockey style list? You guys big Thomas Plekanec fans, or?
Not really.
No, that's fair. Okay, you got turtleneck there at number 7.
Yep.
Where do you have? Oh, number 10. So you're really not a big fan of turtlenecks under the gear.
no.
Okay, fair enough. What about they're making them now as neck guards that way too. Would you rock one then, or would you rather just wear the neck guard alone?
Just wear the neck guard alone.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I used to have a turtleneck.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. When you were in
Like minors.
Nepean?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. All right, next up here we got, this is a classic one, tinted visor. Where does tinted visor land you in the hockey style world? Okay, you got number 6. You're going number 4, tinted visor. I like that. Okay. Here's one that I don't think either of you guys do this. I'm not sure many players do this anymore, but a little bit of skate tongue flop when they just let those tongues hang right forward. Kind of an old school look, I suppose, eh?
Yeah. Used to rock it until Jay Crawford told me not to.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Were you doing it a little bit last year?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't notice that. Do you guys now, do you mostly tuck them, do you prefer them under your shin guards, or do you just prefer them over the guards but under the sock?
Like under shin guards.
Under the shin guards?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, we'll go with this white gloves. I feel like it takes a really unique uniform to make white gloves work. You're going all the way down number 9, eh?
Yeah.
Not a fan. If you had to wear gloves that weren't just kind of the black gloves with the red stripe, what color would you want the base glove to be?
All black.
Just straight black?
Yeah.
I like those ones. Like, you guys used those with your Owen Sound Grays jerseys last year, right?
Yeah.
The straight black. They were pretty nice. I liked the way they tied it all together. All right, this one, you guys don't have to worry about this, but I know a lot of the kids probably do, which is cage hang. So when you guys probably know, but the cage hanging down a little bit longer. All right, you're going all the way number 3 with that one. So is that, the kids seem to like that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you putting cage hang? Also
Yeah,
number
as well,
3.
yeah.
Okay, all right. You guys think there's a good one coming then, holding that number 1 and 2 spot. All right, we're going jersey full tuck. All the way around. All right, you're going 10. Not a fan of the full tuck.
No.
Where do you have it?
I was 7. I would be 10, but I already got covered.
Okay. How about, well, it's the same or similar vein here, but half tuck. Either front, back, side, you guys can pick where it goes. Going 5 and 6 here. All right. Kind of okay. Have you ever rocked that one? Or usually just by accident?
No, it's always by accident. Like my jersey just keeps like tucking in.
Yeah, it seems like you do it on purpose, but it always seems to end up like that. Okay, good to know. All right, this one's a little bit gaudy, so we'll see where you guys put this one. But I don't know if you saw last year or 2 years ago, Brent Burns was rocking some golden blades in his skates. Where do you put gold blades? If you had a lower spot, would it be in a lower spot?
I mean, unranked. It's just like
Unranked, okay.
Doesn't really matter.
It's not even worth it?
No.
I hear the quality of them isn't necessarily as good either. Like the black carbon steel ones seem to be a little bit better. Okay, good to know. All right, we got, I think we got 2 more here. We got chrome buckets. Where would you put a chrome helmet? And you guys have a lot of faith that this last one's going to be good. Both of you guys going number 2?
Yeah.
All right. Would you rock one if Owen Sound decided to go that direction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be excited about it, or would it be one of those like, I'm doing it because I have to?
Oh, I'd be excited for it.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. All right. Final one here. We got a couple on the shelf up there, but bubble visors.
Like.
I guess they have to go number 1.
Oh.
Like the old, the classic Ovechkin when he entered the league, he had the black tinted bubble visor. Are you just making a new spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All the way down there, eh?
Yeah, unranked.
Unranked, okay. What deserves the number 1 spot?
Cage hang.
You going cage hang?
Yeah, either cage hang or just...
Is there one I didn't mention that needs the number 1 spot? What's like the number 1 sty for hockey players?
Just tucking your tongue in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visor tilt.
Yeah. How high are you guys allowed to have it in your league? Does it have like a certain limit?
Like around like nose here.
The bridge? Yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. You can't quite be all the way up where, like, I remember, you guys remember watching Leo Komarov, and he had it, like, it basically wasn't doing anything at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they check that on you guys?
Yeah.
They
No,
do? Okay.
well, not really though.
Not anymore.
Sometimes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we're gonna play a little game here, so you guys can go ahead and wipe that down. And what I'm gonna do is I will have I think Harry, you're gonna answer questions for me. Gabe, you're gonna write down the answer you think that Harry is gonna give. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't answer right away. Give him a chance to write it down. Try not to let Harry see your answer, and we'll do our best here. So, question number 1 is, what NHL team did Harry grow up cheering for? I've got my guess. Oh, you can write yours down if you want to.
Yeah.
That is not what I expected. All right, go ahead and reveal what you think. Oilers, you got it. Okay, you know them. All right, we'll keep going. What was Harry's favorite NHL player growing up?
Yeah, I don't even know that question.
Oh, you don't know that one?
No. Actually, I do.
Okay. Oh, he's got something. Okay. Was it just like the Marchand hit that really like cemented that?
Probably.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, go ahead and reveal. Marner. Not quite. DK Subban. All right, what NHLer do you think Harry most resembles? Or his game most resembles, or who he tries to be the most? It's a good answer. That's a good answer. I like that. I think that's pretty accurate. What are you thinking here? I think you're on the right track. He started like 3 different names, so we're gonna see where he ends up here.
I don't really know how to spell his name.
That's okay. Going Draisaitl? Yeah, that was close. That was close. He got Marner and Barkov. which, any one of the three, right? That's pretty flattering. That's not too bad. Let's see here. What is the number one item that Harry always has to bring with him on a road trip? Pillow. Okay, fair enough. But he's going some goldfish crackers.
Yeah.
Big fan, eh? Okay, that's good to know. We're learning more about you.
Sit on that one.
What is Harry's go-to pregame meal? Okay, go ahead and reveal. Pasta and chicken. That's close enough to me. He got pasta, so that's good. That's good. I know some guys go rice and chicken. Is it just preference? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know. What is Harry's guilty pleasure meal? It's an off day. Andy Plater's not checking up. What are you going for? Both of you are right there. McDonald's. Okay. Excellent. You're on it. What is Harry's go-to pump-up song? If you had to play any song, what's he playing? Do you guys drive together? Do you have a playlist on your way into the rink?
No. We got two of them.
Okay. You can go artist if you want to, if that helps. Make it a little easier. Okay, go ahead. Da Baby or Lil Baby, those are different people?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good to know. He got Lil Baby, so that counts.
All
right, we got two more here. If Harry had to play a different sport, what sport would that be? Go ahead. Soccer. Okay. Are you big? Are you the sewer ball guy?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay.
Good.
All right. Do you have a team that you follow?
No.
No. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. If you had to pick a soccer league that you were going to play, what league are you going?
Don't know leagues like that, but La Liga.
Okay, La Liga. Fair enough. All right. We got 45 seconds here, so we'll do one more. If Harry had to do anything except playing sports professionally, what career would he have? Just can't be playing sports.
We actually talked about this in the room today. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry if this is confronting something you don't want to. All right, we got about 10 seconds to break, so just kind of the first thing that comes to your head. Nothing, okay. All right, we'll be right back after this break. We'll find out what the answer is. We'll see you right here on Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
They've reached the summit! Back-to-back Stanley Cup victories.
Greatness.
And a new legacy begins.
Absolutely amazing.
It has happened in Vegas.
It's not a destination.
And lightning has struck twice.
It is a continuous journey that never ends.
These are the moments you dream of. Stanley Cup champions.
Get ready for the ultimate sports talk experience. Join us every week for the most in-depth analysis, heated debates, and special guests. We give you action off the ice and off the field with all the drama and all the fun. Don't miss out on the sports talk show that's taking the game to a whole new level. Get your game face on and join us on RTV Sports Wrap.
RTV Sports Wrap every Wednesday as myself, Spencer Byers, and our esteemed panel talk about everything you need to know going on in football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and soccer as we joust about what's going on in sports, keeping you up to date on Rogers TV.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Attack Wrap here on Rogers TV. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy. Make sure that you guys get those phones out and send in your trivia question, or trivia answers rather, and we will make sure to get you guys a pair of tickets to Sunday's game against the London Knights. In fact, I believe we have a winner already. Heather Anderson, I believe, has secured herself a pair of tickets to this week's Sunday game at 2 p.m. against the London Knights. Harry Nansi scored his first goal of the season on October 4th against the Brantford Bulldogs. Did you keep the puck?
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you have it like in a shadow box or framed or something like that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. Congratulations to Heather Anderson for winning that pair of tickets. And because we've got a couple of games this weekend, we actually have a second pair of tickets to the London game with the following trivia question, which is Gabriel Smith and Harry Nansi were both drafted by the Attack in 2023. Can you name the rounds that both of them were drafted in? Again, you'll win yourself a pair of tickets to November 3rd's game against the London Knights here at the Bayshore at 2 p.m. Don't forget, it's a 2 p.m. game on Sunday, and Saturday's game a 4 p.m. game. So make sure that you don't come at 7. You're going to miss the game. Saturday is 4 p.m. and Sunday is 2 p.m. You can text in those answers to the number at the bottom of the screen or email our producer Mark Perry at his email there as well. All right, gentlemen, we've got a pair of mini sticks here, and like we like to do on this show, I'm going to give you both one. Here's a bunch of tape, and go ahead and tape these the way that you would kind of tape your stick before a game or for a game. And we'll talk a little bit about why you do what you do. And then we'll get you guys to sign them. And for a lucky kid who is at the games this weekend, you just might walk away with one of these taped and signed mini sticks by Harry Nansi and Gabriel Smith. Okay. So you start with the blade of the stick before getting to the grip, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason, or you always did it that way?
No reason, just always did it like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, Harry, are you still using the same tape job that you did last year, or have you changed it up a bit?
I changed it up.
Okay.
Well,
what made you change it?
I was too lazy to do a full sock every time.
Okay. Just looking for a quicker tape?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. And you go like straight grip tape onto the stick, eh? You don't put anything underneath it?
Well, just
Or
this.
just that?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you only do like grip tape up top, or do you do it all the way down?
Just up top.
Just up top,
Yeah.
okay. You feel free, if you have to cut that one open, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah.
So Gabe, you do a pretty small tape job there on the blade generally?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like having the toe open like that?
Yeah.
Is it so kind of just, I guess as a defenseman, you're usually having to like jam the stick into a board and kind of stop a puck from rimming around. Is that one of those things you feel like you have more control over kind of the feel of your stick when it's open like that?
Yeah, just, I don't know, kind of, I've always really done that.
Okay.
Since I was young. So just stuck with it, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It's gold flame tape. All right,
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to interview the new commissioner of the OHL, and I asked him about flame tape. I asked to see if you guys are allowed to use it, and he said that question's above his pay grade. So we still don't have an answer, but you know, if one of you guys wants to be the lead guinea pig and give it a try and find out what happens, then let us know.
Yeah. I think I might be the first to try it.
Okay.
I mean, flame tape is my thing when I was younger. I'd always do it.
Really? Okay.
Kind of like, just like, I feel like it gives you the hot hand, and
Yeah.
like you always want to be hot, like the Tennessee Titans, since
Oh.
they're gonna win the championship this year.
Snap. Okay. All right.
And-
That is a hot take.
I think like fans, they'd probably like it. Give you a little hullabaloo.
Yeah.
Fans.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Excellent. Going with the flame tape grip. I like that. I noticed kind of a shorter grip. Do you like to, do you have the tape all the way through your grip, or do you just put it on kind of the top half of your grip generally?
Kind of depends how I'm playing, really. Like, if I have a good game with like a longer grip, like longer tape down, then I'll keep it for a bit. If I have a bad game, I'll switch it up, go higher. So
change it up. Yeah, that
doesn't really matter for me.
Okay. You're going the full toe coverage here, eh?
Yeah.
Do you wax up your stick after you tape it?
I used to, but not anymore.
No wax. Okay. Did you just have a good game without wax one day and then left it that way?
Puck was sliding too much.
What's that, sorry?
The puck was sliding too much on my stick.
Really?
So.
Okay. So you did notice a difference then?
Yeah.
All right. Did you find like without the wax, do you find the snow builds up more on your blade at all, or you don't really notice?
Yeah, it does.
It does still. Okay. Nice. So you have you always done the full toe coverage? I feel like you didn't do that last year.
I started taping my stick like last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just like basically full coverage all the way along the blade then, eh?
Yeah.
All right. And always black tape on the blade?
Yeah.
All right. Same with you, right? Is it always black on the blade?
Yeah.
Any reason, or just that was what you had available to you at the time?
I mean, like, tried white, but like, once you go black, you never go back.
Okay,
you know?
fair enough. Excellent. Gabe, do you wax your stick at all, or not?
Yeah, I put wax on my stick.
Okay.
But recently I stopped, so I don't know. Just depends. If I have a good game with it, I'll keep it.
Fair enough.
I'll switch it up.
I remember one of the players last year, I think it was Martin Matejcek, who came on the show before he was traded, and he scored a goal, and then the next game changed his tape job, which I don't even understand that, because I play more of the way you did, where if I did something and had a good game, now I'm doing that forever now until I have a bad game again, which was often, but that was wild that he changed that right up. I'll have you guys sign the back of those. We'll give them to a kid this weekend, so go ahead and throw your signature on there. Excellent. So also a relatively small grip, eh? That's, I guess you said you're just kind of starting that this year?
Well, no.
Changed it up at the end of last year?
Yeah, well, the tape is, but the grip I had that for a long time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Now here's one thing. I meant to mention this earlier, and I noticed it in both of your signatures, but you guys both changed up your numbers this year.
Yeah.
Is there any reason you guys went for the number change?
Well, I was like 43 my whole life.
Okay.
So closest thing was 34, but like Thomas Schaaf was on the team.
Yeah.
So I had to pick 21.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. How about yourself?
Yeah, I was always 8 growing up.
Okay.
Either 8 or 88. And last year I went with 38 because 8's been my number.
Yeah.
8 and 28 and 18 were taken. So yeah, then I switched it up this year to 5 just because I thought it was better style-wise.
Sure. Yeah, the single number kind of looks a little intimidating on the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. It seems like a lot of defensemen are kind of going in that route again, of going the single number. So I guess it's just catching on.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Well, why don't we got a couple of highlights here to look at. Obviously, I think 3 games, 4 games, something like that since the last show. So we'll go ahead and roll our first highlight package here. This will be the game down in Windsor. We'll take a look at that, and we'll be right back.
Camera right on Greentree and Hookie. Right off the opening draw. We're in for a good one here tonight, it feels like so far. Puck is down. Bonus will win the draw, get the pack back to Methuen, and here we go underway. Don't see a ton of action so far with the veteran presence as partners. Morneau scores! Noah Morneau, and the Spitfires take flight first right off the draw. Goal tonight. Outlet pass in behind the Spitfires, Nesbitt. And now Hicks gets that puck ahead of the line. Rolling puck. Spitz can't do much with it. Kindry now, the third rounder, and 24 gets it back and over the line. There's a shot, scores! And the attack get it right back. Frogget Plays the puck in behind the nets. Delays, gets it up the wall, held in by Leonard, sends it to the front of the net. Protas heads to Greentree. Fresh ice, in all alone, backhander scores! What a dart! 20 seconds into the Spitfires. Go up 2-1. After it. Back to the middle, it's Greentree. Here for Cristoforo, to the middle of the ice for Protas. Trying a little one-touch pass, going back to Abraham. Knocked down. Mathurin back at the point. Former North Bay Battalion. Spins it in front, what a pass! Oh, baby! Spitfires 3-1. Greentree and Nesbitt. Greentree waits. There's a chance for Nesbitt. It's in! And the Spitfires will score a shorty. And open that 2-goal lead up once again. Stick was lifted, and the attack will finally break it free and get it back in behind the goal. Spit gets a bump in. Spitfires spin it back towards the front of the goal. Nice little pass. What a goal! Melchez to Nesbitt. The last two #1 picks makes it 5-2.
The freshman Carter Hicks, and then just right there by Anthony Cristoforo, leaving their feet, sprawling out.
All alone in front, and Bowie will score. Spitfire defenseman had lost a stick. Or rather, that was the forward who had gone to the bench. Regardless, left alone in front. Pulled through, knocked down. Leonard got it off. Lead pass right onto the stick. Petrovsky. The attack right back in over the line. Fresh off the bench is McHugh. Big body. Tipped in front. They got another one. We saw it coming. 5-4. Spitfires. Right now for Spellacy. Spellacy to Marno. That's Garden. Garden will make it 6-4.
Shots. Forwards up 2 goals in the hockey game also.
Back for Waddick. Waddick off a stick to McDonald. There are 6 players on the ice, all forwards, and Hookie puts one home, and he gets his second of the game, and Owen Sound hangs around some more. Thurin trying to slow him down. Abraham in the corner. He's got it loose. He lifts it to the line, bounces onto the glove of Waddick. Here come the Spitfires, looking to ice it away, and they do. Oh, that was close. Nesbitt with the trip and makes it 7-5.
All right. Well, obviously a high-scoring affair there down in Windsor. Not necessarily the result that the Bears are looking for, but I mean, you guys really held it in there. Obviously, a second period that a couple of bounces didn't quite go your guys' way, but I would say a relatively close first period, relatively close third period as well. Obviously, an empty netter there that you kind of forget about those ones. So, without an empty netter, it being basically a 1-goal game against one of the top teams now in the OHL. What did you guys like about that game? What did you feel like was clicking?
I mean, like, we were physical. We had like a good first and third period, like you said, but we kind of like slowed down in the second, though. So
sure,
we can fix on those. Just be ready, like the full 60 minutes, and hopefully we'll get like better results next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Just like staying with it in the second, we kind of let up a bit, and that's when they took the lead. I thought otherwise we would have been good. Like, we gave ourselves a chance, and especially our goalie, Kapowski, played well, gave us a chance to get back in it.
For sure,
and
for sure.
In the third, we just knew, like, we weren't out of it. Like, we knew we had a chance, just trying to push through. I mean, it was too little, too late, but we almost got there, so it's still just a positive out of the game.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, it's not an easy task to go ahead and put up, I think, 5 goals against arguably one of the best teams here in the OHL right now. And, for a team that, according to the OHL scouting at the beginning of the year, wasn't expected to make a huge splash. I mean, you guys have been, you look at all of the top teams, you look at Barrie, you look at London, you look at Windsor, you guys have pushed all of them to either overtime or shootouts or, basically 1-goal games. And have been in every single one of them. So, clearly, of course, the result on the scoreboard at the end of the day is still, not necessarily what you're looking for, but I think you guys nailed it, right? A great effort there from the team. And, I like what you said there, Harry, a full 60 minutes for sure. How do you guys kind of approach, going into like clearly, you know, something clicked there in the intermission after the second period, and because you guys just came out flying, you put up goals, and is that one of those things where you just kind of let the captains and the assistant captains and stuff talk to you guys, or do the coaches come in and just try to get you guys going again?
Yeah, coaches come in, try to get us going, especially like after like a bad period.
Yeah, sure.
So tells us just to keep going, keep pushing, and good things will happen if you just keep putting your pedal on the metal.
Perfect. Love it. All right. Why don't we run the next game here? We'll be right back to break that one down for you as well.
Here in this 2024-25 season, Firebirds win the face-off, and it's Blake Smith from the left wing half wall. Shot is blocked. Got it over to Petrie. Petrie shot one. That's blocked. Second chance in front. Costa. Petrie. Score! Kaden Petrie on the backhand. And Flint's off and running. Petrie's got his fifth in the air, and it's 1-0 Firebirds. Eventually leave it off to Thibodeau, speeding down the left wing. He's got Flugans with him. Thibodeau feeds Flugans. Score! Carlos Flugans, his first OHL goal. It's popping off in Flint. 2-0 Firebirds. Played the puck to himself. He used his speed. Flugans coming down the right wing. Thibodeau had a chance. Waited for the defender to commit. Saucer pass to Carlos Flugans. Urban Podrekar for Cole Zarowski. Nice move for Zarowski to get around. He leaves it off for Aspinall. Pull drag into a shot, and he scores! Nate Aspinall lights the lamp. Stay hot after the 4-point night last night. Zarowski on the feed, and the floodgates stay open. With a $1:38 to go in the first, it's 3-0 Flint. Zone, and comes right back in now with another chance for Day. Second chance, he made another save. Nathan Day with a couple of big-time stops. As Matthew Mania got him his stick, and immediately he's back in position. 1 save, 2 save. Backhands into the neutral zone. Flint jumps on it. Gets there now with Zarowski. He's turned the puck over. Here they come with a chance and shot wide of the net. That was Kindry. Now the rebound, it popped up and over the net. Day sprawling, made a stop towards the neutral zone to McHugh. McHugh over to the right wing now. They bring it in. Here's a shot turned away. Rebound, another stop by Nathan Day. Side to get it to McHugh in the corner. McHugh trying to leave one in front. Bouncing over to the far wing. Matthew Wang gets to it. Shoved up the near wing side for the first time in his OHL career. It's a shutout for Nathan Day. And tell me that doesn't mean something to him.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously not the result you guys are looking for on the road, but being on a road trip, and really, like, the Flint game really didn't feel like a 3-0 game against the Bears. You guys seem to be really out shooting, dominating, controlling a lot of the play. And I mean, we saw on the bounce that Pierce tried to rebound in, just like, you know, bouncing up and over the net, and just kind of on unfortunate bounces going against Owen Sound, and then obviously going up against a hot goalie. How do you guys kind of approach that going into the third period, where, you know, you're down by 3 and you know the goalie is hot? What kind of things do you guys talk about as a team, and how do you try to beat a hot goalie?
Well, like, goalie was good on first shots, so like we had to like get the rebounds, like be in front of the net when a D are shooting, and try to get the rebounds to score like some dirty goals, but fortunately, like, just didn't happen.
Sure.
So
Yeah. How do you then kind of go into the next game? Like, Gabriel, for you, like, as a defenseman, obviously, you know, kind of approaching this game where maybe your game isn't necessarily the offensive game. How are you able to then approach the next game after a shutout loss to kind of help your team and spur them on to, you know, pot a couple of goals in the next one?
I don't know, like, just executing my breakup passes, whatever. Like, breakup passes lead to, like, points, whatever, lead to chances offensively.
Yeah.
Like, getting shots through, like, whatever I could do to help the team.
Great, excellent. As a team, like, do you guys do you just sort of ignore a game like that and you look at it, you know, hot goalie, bad bounces, and kind of move on to the next one? Or is that one of those kind of games that, you know, you use as a teaching moment for the team, perhaps?
I think it's kind of like a teaching moment. Like you learn from it. You learn from it.
Yeah. Like I guess kind of like what you mentioned, sort of. You learn the first shot isn't always going to go in, and kind of how to crash and when to crash and stuff like that. And
yeah, like
fair enough.
Sometimes you have to be lucky. I know we're just unlucky that day.
Yeah. Excellent. All right, maybe a bit of an X factor.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we've got one more game here to look at, so why don't we go ahead and roll that, and we'll be right back after those highlights.
But still lots of time for, again, the brotherly love, I guess, to develop here. Right point. Misa off the draw. Back now Jones in the circle. Shoots. He scores! First OHL goal for Graydon Jones, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Spirit. Here's Bowie back the other way for the attack. Centering pass. Nansi backhander. Great save by Papineau. But on the rebound, it's cast in. Tersini makes it 2-1 with his second of the night. Gobbles it down shy of the blue line. As Graydon Jones is knocked down by Hookie. Crawford back in front of it. Great save by Papineau. And they're going to celebrate like they poked the loose puck in. 11:09 to go in the second. The official saying no right now. Phenomenal first save by Papineau. But again, was the rebound jammed home prior to the whistle. And we're going to have to take a look at this replay. I think it was also a delayed offsides by the attack, and that's why Hookie waited for Jones to glove it down. He jams it around. Nobody's there on the far side, though. Braden Rogers keeps it alive for the attack. Lost puck. It's loose in front. They score. Everybody lost sight of that. And the hat trick goes. Past Mangoni, up to Perek, now walking in, tip shot save, rebound, comes back out, jam play in front, loose puck, great save by George, they score, it's Harmer on the power play, and the Spirit are back on the board. Chances off that, turned right onto the stick of Zane Perek. McHugh looks to plant him, Misa's alone in front, shoots and scores, and it's Misa, and would you expect anything else at this point? Unbelievable. Stick. Michael Misa, top of the zone, Graydon Jones. Epperson wants it, Jones, point shot, scores! Graydon Jones, a 2-goal game, and it's tied! I don't know. Now, down the right side, McHugh with speed, trying to drive wide on Perek, and a backhand shot is saved by Papineau. And he's gonna let it go. They're gonna... Misa in with speed, shifts to the middle, drop pass, here's Mangoni, takes a shot and a save by George again. And he will freeze this puck, and what a show here on this Sunday. Mangoni, lots of speed, straight in, slows up, shoots and scores! Nothing fancy about that. McDonald, the pressure's on him now. Caleb Papineau against McDonald, who's in, face to the backhand, forehand, and slides it home. We'll keep on going.
What a move.
Mangoni put the pressure on. Can Gervais do the same? Walks in, lost the puck, but he's going to score anyway. Unbelievable move from Gervais. Ben Cormier to keep things going against Caleb Papineau. Cormier delays, shoots, and a save by Papineau, and he's got his first win in the OHL.
All right, well, a shootout loss there for the attack, but going up against, the former last year's Memorial Cup champions, still a number of pieces on that team from last year. Obviously a hard-fought battle there, and at the end of a super long road trip. Like, how do you guys approach a game, trying to give it your all, and you've been away now for 4 or 5 days. You've been traveling, after the Flint game, you got to drive to Saginaw. You guys are spending late nights, and then you have this game at the end of a long road trip that goes all the way into shootout with a half an hour long goal review. Like, are you guys just kind of like wiped at this point, or is this, do you guys thrive under that kind of, exhaustion level, I suppose?
Pretty tired, so just got to get as much rest as you can between games and get as much food in you as you can.
Yeah. A couple extra goldfish here and there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, obviously a lot of things went right in that game. You guys scored a bunch of goals. You guys were able to kind of hold shots down, relatively control play. Obviously the shootout didn't quite go the way that you guys are looking for, but at the end of the day, that's just really a skills competition that's going to go ahead and decide a game. What were a couple of things you guys really liked at that game?
We started well, got the lead and everything, and Georgie played well for us and gave us an opportunity, and we kind of let him down in a sense, not like playing the same 60 minutes through the game, kind of falling short, but it was played well for a bit, like first half of the game.
Yeah. I mean, young team, and you guys still go ahead and take the spirit to shoot out, score a bunch of goals. Like, lots of positives I think that you can take away from a game like that. I'm curious, like for you guys, how do you go through? I think that was the second period. There's this like really long goal review and like 30 minutes or something like that to find out if it was a goal or not. And I think you guys ended up winning the that challenge or whatever. But at that point, like, does that affect your body at all? Like after you've been going really hard, and now you have to sit for like 30 minutes and wait for this review to be done?
Well, a little bit. Like, I mean, you're just not going, so like, you're just like no longer warm,
Yeah.
So like, saw a couple guys almost dozing off.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that's pretty bad.
Do you have to like get out there? Like, are you allowed to skate around a little bit if you're on the bench and stay warm?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. No.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining us here on the show today, and a big congratulations as well to our second trivia winner, which is Bev Piercy. Congratulations to Bev Piercy. You've won yourself a pair of tickets to Sunday's game against the London Knights. At 2 p.m. A reminder as well that on Saturday at the Bay Shore, we're going to have a little bit of a rematch here against Saginaw. It is a 4 p.m. game, so make sure this Saturday you show up at 4 p.m. Sunday, a 2 p.m. game against London. It's also going to be our Special Olympics game, so make sure that you get your tickets there for the Attack game, and stay tuned on Rogers TV for all your Owen Sound Attack action and the next episode of Attack Wrap. I'm your host, Nick Kennedy, here on Rogers TV. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again next week.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university, so they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
Law & Order Thursday on City TV.
We have 24 hours to charge them.
Oh, no pressure.
All new episodes.
So we're down to 0 suspects.
Law & Order.
This man is a monster. But that does not mean that we get to exploit our power to get the result we want.
Followed by SVU.
It's going to be a fight to get this admitted in court.
You're the best pugilist I know, counselor.
Law & Order Thursday.